King David Pizza has actually been in our family for 30 years. It was actually started by my uncle, David, in 1989. It's a brand that specializes in kosher gourmet pizzas. There were actually a number of locations across the GTA. Today, the frozen sector, King David Frozen Products, is the last remaining piece of the brand, which was started back in 2014.
In the food business, a long time ago, before we came to Canada, we had a bakery in Israel. We received a phone call from my brother, and he invited me to Canada to help him to grow up.
Grow the business a little bit, get the family in.
And the first thing they did, we fly to Edmonton. We opened a King David Pizza.
In the West Edmonton Mall.
In West Edmonton
Which
Mall.
at the time was the biggest mall in the world.
We're running that for quite a bit, and then we decided to move back to Toronto. The rest is history.
Parents would always send me up all the ingredients to make these pizzas: dough, cheese, sauce, and I'd make these pizzas for my friends. I got a lot of compliments. They told me that I should start selling these pizzas in Western. Obviously, at the time, I took that as a joke. After a couple months, we got to the point where we were just kind of like up to our necks with the capacity. My father was making these pizzas in the restaurant at the time, before the lunch rush, after the lunch rush, whenever he could find the time to make them. Today, kosher is actually perceived to be a more trusted certification when it comes to the quality and the health specifications associated with it. There's more care there. So you know that the ingredients that we use are of higher quality. And again, like I said, more attention, more patience, and more monitoring.
First station to start to make the pizza. We start with the dough. I'm going to give him like about 5 minutes on the slow speed. After that, I'm going to switch it to this high speed. Then we scale it, we divide it, and we round it straight to the trays. When we finish that, it goes to the fridge.
It's very important to let it relax a little bit. So that's the whole proofing part of the piece of the puzzle. Over here, we have our hand stretching section. So this is where we take the actual dough balls, feed it through a cross sheeter. We do still need to take these pizza sheets and hand stretch them and mold them to ensure that we have that 11-inch round consistency. This right here is the baking stone conveyor belt oven. This is what gives us that beautiful stone oven crust. It has these baking stones that move a little bit like a tank. These stone plates actually allow us to achieve that stone oven crust. We want to make sure that the pizza actually comes to life in your oven, and that's why par baking it is a very, very important piece of the puzzle.
When I came here, it was a shock for me. I'm coming from a warm country. You're coming to minus 30 in Edmonton, sometimes it was minus 40. I'm coming from a place that you survive every day, and then suddenly you are very welcome everywhere. Give you a positive energy, focus on what you do, and don't worry about the rest. And that's how it's kept me going every day in Canada until today.